Hey everyone, welcome to the Monster Hunter World Beta. Now this is a little late to come out, obviously, as the day I'm recording this is the evening of December 11th. The beta was the weekend of the 9th through the 12th, and I'm going to be working, unfortunately, the next morning, so I'm not going to have a chance to play it before it comes down again, or comes down for good. So this is probably my last chance to do anything with this before the full version comes out, and so I figured I'd at least, well, enjoy it, make a couple of videos. So I'm going to be showing all 3 single-player hunts. I'm not going to bother doing multiplayer with anyone, and I've already done this. I've already have a hunter and a palico ready to go. You get to customize, basically choose one of 6 pre-mades, and we're going with a female hunter this time around just because. So we're going to start with the Great Jagras, and I'm just going to do a quick look at the equipment that we got here. I'm going to be using the lance this time around, but you've got one of every weapon, with the exception of the heavy bowgun. There's 2 heavy bowguns, and because there are 2 types of special ammo for them, I'm going to be showing the heavy bowgun in the next episode, or like in the next video I do of this. So we're going to stick with that, but we're going to go through, change up our armor just a little bit. I'm going to basically be going for full-out attack. That's an attack boost. Whoops, not used to how some of this stuff works still. Well, let's go with defense then, I guess. Attack boost, and we're going to go for critical eye on that. I was not done. This is what I want. So our current skills right now are level 4 attack, which is plus 12 attack and 5% affinity, 3% affinity from a critical eye, and an extra 5 defense because why the hell not? This is going to change. I'm going to change this to the... I'm probably going to forget to use this entirely, but we're going to go with the Rocksteady Mantle. I've actually never intentionally activated any one of my mantles before because I forget they're there. I'm not used to having them. And so I basically just changed him to this armor because I like it, and the weapon I changed to the poison weapon. Those are the stats right there if you're interested. So let's go hunt ourselves the Great Punching Bag, Jagras, the Great Jagras, because he's not a pushover at all. No, he really is not. There's always one monster that's really easy, regardless of what you do and what you're using and whatnot. It's generally, this is probably going to be like the starting monster.
Okay.
And something new to this if you haven't been paying attention to it, but now that we're in a quest, we can actually go over to a little canteen here at camp and eat. So we're going to eat this for maximizing our attack. These do use consumables, it seems, but since this is a beta, why not? Didn't I have a fish platter? Did I choose a fish platter? This is like chicken and like other meat skewers and clearly not fish. I didn't actually see what it was that I can't, won't even let me look at them again. I thought I chose fish, I could be wrong, but that's actually funny that it was just like meats and whatnot. That's the wrong button. The controls are a little different, I'm still slightly getting used to them, but the biggest change I've got to say is not actually the open maps, but it's how you track monsters, and I gotta say, I actually love it because it feels more like hunting and less like just walking around until you find something. So right here, we're actually examining skid marks, as it were, left behind by, I already know, it's left behind from the Great Jagras, which is right up here, look at this!
You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use
oh, focus camera, crap. I forgot to change this. So this is going to be a little late to help with people playing the demo or the beta. But if you change your camera from focus to target, it works like it did in previous Monster Hunter games. So I've already selected him. He's my target, and my camera is not immediately locked at it at all times. I hit my L1 button, and it focuses on him. So that is something that I've heard people complain about. You can change it. And I'm sure it's going to be that way in the full version, but it probably will default to the new camera style, so that's something to check when the game comes out in January. And,
Yeah, you've mounted
rude
the
awakening
monster.
to this guy.
Now's your chance to topple it.
So mounts work very differently. As you say, it just popped up there. It said, like, move or evade sort of thing, and it's because he was trying to slam me into the tree.
Okay, it's down.
So you gotta move around to avoid things like that, which is actually really,
The scout
really
flies
cool.
outside once the fight breaks out. Don't forget that. The monster's been immobilized. Now's your chance.
Oh. So this is, the Lance has basically got a few new attacks. That being one of them. You can actually, after an attack, your guarding advance that you've had with the Lance for a while, you still have that, it works the same. But after you make an attack, if you hold guard, if you hit R2, which is guard,
Be ready for some
triangle
vicious
and a
attacks.
direction, you'll actually do an evade with your shield up. It will act as a guard point, so you can do a safe evade. And after you do that attack, if you hit circle, you'll do a new jumping attack, essentially. And also something that I'm realizing here is after you make an attack, if you hold back and hit X to back hop, you actually jump back quite a bit further, but you can't chain it into 3 attacks like you could previously. It's or not three attacks, but 3 back hops like you could previously. It's just the one. So it's a way to get quite a bit of distance if you need it.
The monster is on the move. Use the scout flies as a guide as you go after it.
The monster is not on the move. He's kind of dead. So remember when I said that he was not a pushover at all? If it wasn't clear that I was being supremely sarcastic. Yeah. So that was the Great Jagras, everybody. Not too much to write home about, but every Monster Hunter has to have, well, your punching bag starter monster, beginner monster. And that's exactly what this quest is, and that's pretty much what this monster is. Although I do like his design, it's nice that they actually went with something like different as far as I know. This thing is like similar to the Royal Ludroth in its body form there, but it's very clearly it's more so based off of like a bearded dragon or something like that. And a nice little addition they have here. You can now hide your the menu thing up here, so you can actually see your kill shot nicely. Also, if you're playing this multiplayer, you'd get you'd have like awards here, like, you know, who mounted the most, who did the most damage, who trapped or status effects the most, sort of things like that. So it's a nice little touch they added in on that. But that is it for the Great Jagras and this hunt. And as you can see here, Friday, January 26th, next year. So go ahead and pre-order that if you haven't already. I sure as hell have. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully you'll come back to see the next quest on there with the intermediate. It will be the Barroth in the Wildspire Waste, or Baroth, however you want to pronounce that. Anyway, until next time everyone, take care, you hear.